Soul Tribe, back again with another message and reading. So, I'm Divina. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back, Divine Soul Tribers. Right, so my disclaimer. I'm an intuitive energy reading empath. Energy's fluid, it flows. So, he could be a she could be a he, it could be you, it could be your past person, it could be your current person, it could be an ex-lover, it could be a friend, family member, co-worker, acquaintance. Take it as it resonates, okay? So, it could be a past situation, a current situation, a future situation, it could be your situation or somebody else's. Right, okay, I think that's everything covered. So, I usually do messages based on channeled songs, channeled messages, whatever comes up during the reading, if I'm doing a freestyle. So, this reading here today, I've been wanting to do for a little while. Angels versus demons, because I've got an angels deck and a demons deck. This is not going to be for the faint of heart, but it is going to be a dark corner episode. But it's not. It's going to be Divine Soul Tribers versus the Karmavillians. So, the thing is, what's been coming up a lot recently, it always comes up, doesn't it? Is karmic energies, third-party situations, people in the background, or energies, I should say, because a lot of us readers out here are energy readers, right? So don't get me wrong, there's psychics and clairvoyants and mediums, and, you know, we've all got our different gifts, okay? So, for us energy readers, us intuitive energy readers, a lot of us are picking up on karmic third parties, losing it, going mad that, you know, your counterpart is choosing you, wanting to come towards you. 222 on the clock. I keep seeing that today, actually. So for some of you that might have seen some of my previous stuff, do talk about spell work, witchcraft, you know, drinking the Kool-Aid, lotions, potions, etc., etc., right? So here's the thing, right? And I do talk about demons a lot. So if it's not for you, it's not for you, right? So here's the thing. This is a dark corner episode. So this is the Karmavillians, cults, covens, witches. I think it's cults, clowns, and covens. I'm gonna have to change it back just to Karmavillians, right? Anyway, so I kind of got this download the other day. I've been working on it. I say working on it, but it's just like it comes in bits and pieces. So I didn't want to do this reading until it was ready, until I got more sense of clarity on it. So we keep reading about these third party situations. 333 on the clock, number of the Ascended Masters. Anyway, how about, because we know that these creatures have been out in the woods, playing with some dark energies, these dark entities, they've been trying to send them to you, right? And I've told you this before, they want you divine feminines, or us divine feminines, on the pyre for persecution, sacrifice, right? 4:04 on the clock. They ain't playing, they want you. You're in the way of what they want, right? So this is what I was coming to. How about some of these third party situations, these karmic energies that we're reading, that we're picking up on, how about their spiritual spouses that these creatures have been conjuring up and sending towards? Because I've been telling you about them coming for you in your dreams, right? Don't kiss anyone, don't talk to anyone, none of it. 4:44, that's divine intervention, divine protection. I've told you before, if they can't come for you in your waking times, like sending sending false people in to try and knock you off your path, right? How about they've been sending dark entities towards you in your dream space because they think they can catch you off guard there, right? So what if, and also as well, this is another thing that that came to me. What if you're the one? Because obviously some of you guys are going to have a third party, well, not a third party in the background, but like an ex partner, a karmic energy that doesn't want to let go of you. But spiritual spouses are like that as well. Imagine I watched this. It was like an animated video about like how you can unwittingly get yourself a spiritual spouse. Just a quick example. This young girl from like about the age of, I don't know, like 7 or 8 or whatever it was, she kept finding money on the floor. So she'd pick the money up and she would take it home to her dad, and her dad would go, oh, you're lucky, you keep finding this money. And you'd take the money and put it in the household jar or tin or whatever it was. And this kept happening as she got older. She'd just keep finding money, and they just thought she was lucky, right? The older she got, and then the more it kept happening. Anyway, even though she knew it wasn't hers, so say for argument's sake, there might have been a couple of times where somebody was walking in front of her and they dropped it, she'd pick it up and put it in her pocket and take it home anyway. That's scrying is at the bottom, right? So somebody said to her, but you know that's not your money, so why are you picking it up? She's like, oh, but I've always done it, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so then the pastor at her church, local church, had said to her, you need to stop doing that because, like, you know it's not yours, so you shouldn't be doing it. Anyway, basically in the spirit realm, in the marine kingdom, the dark kingdom, this entity was talking to his son and said, oh, you know, you can marry. Because she kept picking up that money, it made her, he claimed her and he married her in the spirit realm. So he went to her in her dreams, was having sex with her in her dreams, and consummated, made a covenant with her. And any time any man in the 3D approached her, the man would be scared off by this this marine spirit that she was now in a covenant with. She didn't even realise. She just thought it was like some guy in her dreams, right? So, I mean, that's not obviously the only way you can pick up spiritual spouses. You can pick them up in a lot of different ways, like, you know, low vibrational sex with low vibrational people, watching porn, masturbating, doing low vibrational things like even like excessive drinking, doing drugs, you know, it many different ways, right? So, you know, no shade. We all, you know, I sit in this chair talking to you a lot because I ain't got any experience in life, right? So here's the thing: how. Yes, I know a lot of you have been growing, evolving, ascending, doing the inner work, facing your shadow side and stuff. But how about, like, this is what, like, was crossing my mind. How about that third party karmic that's losing their ish because you and your divine counterpart are getting closer to each other because you're doing the work. Because what we seem to be picking up on, because I've said it myself a few times and I've heard a couple of, because I only really watch, there's only a couple of other people that I watch really, because they spill the same sort of tea as me. The karmic is mad because the divine masculine is choosing to come towards you, right? Choosing union with you. So how about you've got a spiritual spouse and they've got a spiritual spouse, or whatever, vice versa, but just stay with me here. You've got a spiritual spouse, right, for argument's sake, and your spiritual spouse is starting to lose their mind, well, if they have one, yeah, they're losing it because no matter what they're doing to keep you in a low vibrational energy and your divine counterpart away from you, it's not working. So some of you are experiencing all these things because you've got a spiritual spouse, that is actually that karmic energy, right? So and also as well, your counterpart could have a spiritual spouse that is the karmic energy. That's not necessarily a 3D person, right? And that's part of what, because not all of you, because it's going to be just some of you, right? Some of you, it's going to be a spiritual spouse, right? Because these creatures have been out here trying to send these dark spirits to you. Now, for some of you, and it's no shade. Some of you, you might have been doing all the work that's necessary to keep yourself clean, but you're getting caught off guard in the dream realm. So this entity is being able to connect with you in the dream space, right? Because you're more vulnerable. If you're not a dream worker, if you don't do work in the dreams, if you're not, versed and that sort of thing, then, that's not your thing, then that's how they'll catch you off guard, right? Because look, that could be what I had to write all this down because there's a lot coming in. 11:11. So divine unions are coming through, and this is the thing. So this is just, it is the kingdom of darkness are going all out. They're getting desperate because what they're doing is not working anymore. Spirit spouses, they're sending all kinds of energies around. I mean, what do you think they're doing in the woods with pregnant women and midwives? I told you they've been at different sacred sites trying to conjure up different energies, harness different energies. Oh, and I came across a bit of information yesterday. Go and watch Mystic Tory. She done one on, I think, when was it? Probably on Saturday, 22nd. Yeah, the 22nd of July. And she mentions the exposesatanism.org, where you can go and see their satanic calendar, which actually makes a lot of sense because you can see all the dates, what they're doing, why they're doing it, right? And it will make a lot of sense to you guys as to why certain things come through in the readings, right? Because like she said, if we're picking up on it, they're being exposed. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock, right? So these spiritual spouses, succubus and incubuses, might be a big part of the reason why unions are being delayed, right? Because people get themselves unwittingly bound to a spiritual spouse, right? So I told you about that example that, because you see, the third party could be an entity, spiritual spouse. It doesn't necessarily need to be a person, because we read energy. A lot of us are reading energy. And like I said, it could be coming from our side of the fence. It doesn't necessarily need to be their side of the fence. Because a lot of them are like, they're big mad. Because they want you to continue to be bound to them because they've claimed you, right? Because they can cause as much disruption in our lives as humans. They affect our daily lives, our dreams, thought processes, behaviour patterns. Because they're constantly on in and around you, right? And as long as you're living in as long as you're making low vibrational choices, they're happy, they're okay. But if you're coming closer to divine union and you're cleaning yourself up, that's the further away from them that you're getting. That's, there's less chance that you're listening to them. There's less chance that they can connect with you, dream realm or not, right? If they can't get you, even if it is just masturbating, and they can't get you to do it anymore, right? And you're not interested in that anymore, they're losing their grip on you, right? I mean, for crying out loud, you've got to break, these bad habits is how they keep you bound to them, right? I see this woman was talking about even telling lies. Right, here goes the nose. Right? I mean, for crying out loud, there's TV shows about this sort of thing. Big Mouth. It's literally a TV show about sex demons that attach themselves to young children, young teenagers, from about 11 onwards, that start masturbating. 14:44 on the clock. It's an animated TV show. And they're literally assigned They are assigned to these children. Part of a generational curse, I would have said. But that's just my take on it. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but that could be one explanation. You know, even the TV show Disenchantment, she's got a demon and an elf, an extremely low vibration, an extremely low frequency, right? They help keep her way of thinking low vibrational. Thing is, we're in Venus retrograde, right? We need to keep our vibrations high. We can't allow things from our past to grab hold of us and take us back down to where we were back then when we were experiencing those things from the past. Here's an example for you guys, right? I used to speak to this flipping midwife. I used to speak to this lady, right? And she'd gotten back with an ex after 3 years of separation. And he said he'd changed, blah, blah, blah. But he hadn't. Within 6 weeks, he started reminding her of past situations and reenacting past events and stuff like that. And I tried to explain to her, he can't rise up to your level. So he's trying to bring you back down to where he's at because he can't grow and evolve. And this is the thing. Some of you will have a past person coming back in that has raised their level of consciousness, that has raised their vibrational frequency, and they're a match for you. Others of you, you will have somebody coming in from your past that just wants to drag you back down because they can't stand the fact that you've grown and they can't, right? So, you know, you lot are in line for unions, right? And this is what has been coming for it, and I know it's coming. I know it's coming. You know it's coming, right? They're ramping everything up. It's going to be a full moon soon. Sorry, I've got love written down, right? So they'll send people in that might appeal to your pride and ego, sort of. And I did say this in my other video. You know, they'll send in ex-lovers or people that carry that kind of energy to see if, you know, you'll go back down to those sorts of levels, right? You need to consciously renounce any and all covenants that have been made, knowingly and unknowingly. Rebuke any dark, evil, negative energies. You know, do whatever it is you've got to do to up your protection. Cleanse yourself. Fast. Do your spirit baths. Do your return to senders. Like I said, rebuke any dark energies. You know, whatever you do for cleansing and protection, up it, double it, triple it. Because they're going all out at this moment in time because they're desperate. And I've been telling you that they're trying to put you on the pyre, persecution, sacrifice. That's exactly what Miss Victoria come up. Well, she didn't come up with it. Obviously, it came out in her reading. I was like, girl, that's come up at least twice in the last month, right? So I wanted to do this angels versus demons, divine soul tribers versus the Karmavillians, right? So I'm going to get a few cards for these creatures, and then I'm going to get a few cards for the divine soul tribers, and then I'm going to use the demons deck, see what they're playing with, what they're playing at, what their intentions are, and I'm going to do the same with the angels, right? Thanks for sticking around. Just 18 minutes in. Please like and subscribe if you've stuck around this far. Right, so this should get interesting. I've been dying to do this for over a week now, but I've just not had the chance. Right, crafter. They're getting creative out there. Ritual magic, initiation. I'm telling you now, guys, right? Intentions, actions. They are performing a ritual. Somebody is being initiated, right? So this could be a dark entity. They're definitely calling on dark entities, right? And they're getting creative with it because what they've been doing in the past hasn't been working. Look, unalivement magic. They're going to end up unaliving themselves. magic and wisdom. They're calling on all their wisdoms, but that's the challenge. That's the challenge. This is them using different kinds of magics, is what I'm picking up, right? But here's the thing, that wisdom is coming up in the challenge position. They're not they're not being very clever about it. Cures and remedies, they're in the damn kitchen. Calling on dark entities from the underworld. They are. Right, so their intentions is to get creative because they've got a ritual to perform, right? For somebody's initiation, yeah? So maybe they've got somebody new in the group. I'm going to go through these dates in a minute because there is some dates in there. Right, we've got the 1st of May, which was Beltane, or the 5th of January. I'll tell you what was quite interesting when I looked on that satanic calendar of theirs. The 1st and the 3rd of the month are important because that adds about 13 when you put the two numbers together. Right, and then they've got loads of other and the 13th of every month is very important to them. Right, Friday the 13th is always important. Full moons are always important, and we're always picking up their disgusting behaviour that time of the year, right? But here we've got the 1st of May is here, or the 1st of May is here, so that's something that they would have been doing. So something they would have been up to since the 1st of May, some sort of ritual that they've been, because that's the intentions area, right? The creativity, the crafter. They started something to do with this ritual, this initiation back in May to get you divine feminines, right? I'm telling you, right? So this one here, this ritual magic, right? That's the 3rd of June. So right, the 1st of May, that's when they started this initiation, this ritual, right? The 3rd of June, they did some other stuff, so maybe they performed some sort of ritual with some different kind of magic to what they usually use. Like I've told you before, they've been going to other practitioners. This is the actions that they've been trying to perform. Unalignment magic. They've been trying to sacrifice somebody. Divine feminines, keep telling you this, right? That's number 20. So that, I'll break it down to a number 2, that's February. So I'm telling you, this has been going on since the beginning of the year. Well, 20 months. Right? So for some of you, they've been doing this for quite some time. Well, some of you could have been going on for about 20 years. Who knows? Because these people are in it for the long game. Creatures, sorry. Number 1 and number 3. So you can't even make this up. Alright? Wisdom. They're not being very clever about this. They're not. Because they've been getting the memo. They have. So let's have a look and see what they've been playing with. Because this is the Demon Tarot deck. I won't be calling out the names, but I'll tell you what the cards are. So they've been using all different kinds of magic spells, Latin, ancient Greek. What's the other one that they use? Voodoo, hoodoo, all different kinds of magic, root work, the lot. They've been going to different practitioners. They've been practicing different crafts to what they're used to. They've been dipping and dapping in things because they performing various different rituals, right? But they really, whoa, no, this has been going on since the beginning of the year because this one down there, because they ain't clever, right? That's number 1. And this magic's is number 3. So you've got January, February, March. This one at the bottom here is number 24. So that's the 2nd of April. So there you go, that's April. And oh God, they love Easter. It's a special time for these creatures. Go and look it up. March, April, May, June, July. Well, not July. they've been at it all year. They've been preparing for this all year. They've been getting ready for this. I'm telling you. Disgusting creatures. Disgusting creatures. Right? Because that is the actions that they want to perform. That's death. The crone. Look. Under these moon cycles. See? Look. The ritual is going to be performed on a full moon. Look. That looks like a divine feminine. It's not, but not a divine anything. Anyway. But they're not being, that's the challenge, their wisdom. They're not being very wise. Right, so why are they getting creative and crafty? Because they're facing judgment. Distributes promotions and high offices, causes one to be liked. They're desperate. That's why this person is being initiated, because they're desperate to be liked, but they're facing judgment. That's the judgment card. Because they need to try and get this done. Strength card. Builds towers or destroys stone walls. Causes rough waters. Finds witches. We've been playing with the wrong ones out here. King of Swords. Reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles. And procures the favour of lords and kings. But this is the thing, all this stuff that they've been doing has been backfiring on them. Their stuff is being revealed to the other side. Because they don't know what we're up to, because we're divinely protected. Right, what's this? These two. The world card, so that's these cycles being wrapped up. Increases knowledge of philosophy and science. But they're not being very wise, are they? They're desperate because they're under judgment, and these cycles are being closed out. And they've been, look, that's the Page of Wands. So they're getting the message that they're not invisible anymore. That's what I'm hearing. They've been seen, they've been caught out. Right? That's why they're in the kitchen doing the cures and remedies, because their stuff keeps backfiring, because they're facing judgment right now. And they're not just facing divine judgment, right? They're facing judgment from these underworld demons that they've been playing with, because it's all backfiring. So they're coming back towards them to collect now. Too many. All right. I can't wait to get those angel cards out. Three of Swords. They're upset. Heartbreak. That's them flipping spiritual spouses that they've been trying to send. They're heartbroken. They're losing the plot. Steals treasures from kings, destroys cities and the dignities of men, tells things about, causes love between friends and foe. Right, tells things of the past. They're finding out, right, that doesn't matter what happens, because you've shared past lives with this, your counterpart, you're going to be with them anyway, right? Here's what I'm hearing. They feel, this is the thing, these spiritual spouses that would just stick with me on this one. These spiritual spouses feel like they've been tricked. Ten of Swords is at the bottom of this deck. Right? They feel like they've been tricked, deceived, hoodwinked, used, and they're not happy. That's why they're going back to these creatures. Because here's the thing, this is what I'm getting with that, right? These creatures, right, these not the spiritual spouses, but these creatures that are in the cults, covens, societies, gangs, take it as it resonates, right? They are facing judgment, but they're not just facing divine judgment because everything's backfiring on them. They're facing judgment from the entities that they've been working with, right? So how about they thought that they was being clever by sending spiritual spouses, because many of you might well have managed to get yourself like emancipated and divorced from any spiritual spouse or anything like that that you've had due to a generational curse, low vibrational way of living, however you might have got one in the past, right? But you've managed to get rid of it, right? So here's the thing. How about they sent another one to you to try and keep harvesting your energy, right? But you broke free of that. You managed to, remove yourself. So they feel like they were tricked, right? And because you would have been their treasure. I keep being drawn to this 3 of Swords and this 10 of Swords. They would have felt like you was their treasure, right? You were theirs because you're a divine feminine and the energy that you carry, right? So they would have felt like they owned you. But because you managed to break free, they obviously were under the impression that you wouldn't be able to, right? So they feel like they've been tricked, like their treasure's been stolen from them, right? And what they the covenant that they were supposed to have with you has been broken, right? So they feel deceived, they feel stabbed in the back, they feel lied to. So they're going back, and they're going back to them, and they want the truth. They want to know the truth about what's been going on, what they actually really know. They'll be collecting off of them. They'll be haunted, is what I'm hearing. They're going to be haunted by anything they've been working with. Because I told you before, I'll tell you again, they want what they've been sent out for. And if they can't get that from you, alright, because you're doing your return to senders, you're doing your spirit baths, you're doing your, your cleansing rituals, you're fasting, you're doing whatever it is you've got to do, yeah, to keep yourself and your vessel clean and your vibration high, they can't touch you. They can't. They want what they was promised, and they ain't getting it from you, so they're going back to them. They want to know why they used them. 3 of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Because the Hanged Man's about sacrifice, being put on hold, and then seeing things from a different perspective. They got put on hold, and now they see things from a different perspective. And they're like, I want what I was promised. So they're going back to their senders. They're being returned to their senders. Right? They're going back empty-handed. And they're not happy about that. First card that came out was Judgment. They're being judged by these entities. It's not good, because they want what they were promised. They want what they was promised. So now, I feel like I need to get some of these out. These cards. This is the double major arcana. Why? Right. Here's what we're going to do. Why couldn't they complete the task that they were sent on? Because you're fully in your angelic power. That's why. You're balanced. You're chilling. You've transformed. You've evolved. You've risen your level of consciousness. You've risen your vibration. Right? You're the divine feminine out here. You took action and you moved towards your higher vibration. You did. You fully stepped into your divinity. Why? Because that's justice. I told you, judgment. They're watching and waiting to see what happens next. Because they're out there doing another ritual. Right? Because they're not very wise. They're not very smart. You're out here chilling and they're still out here working with this one. Still bound and chained to this one. This one out here don't care. I told you this before. He's going to collect their dusty souls. Because they're agents of darkness. You're an angel. You're a divine feminine. Justice will prevail is all I keep hearing. Justice will prevail. Because you're on a chariot. Look. Strong lion. What's done in the dark will come to the light. All will be revealed. Because it's all going to come crashing down. That's why. The thing is with the tower, they didn't want to listen, right? They were told, leave it alone. That's an earth angel. They're divinely protected. They have got divine CCTV on them at all times because they are a divine feminine or masculine. Doesn't really matter. Take it as it resonates, right? And you've got a chariot full of blessings and protection behind you. You're being watched by the angels. You've got divine protection because you're an angel yourself, right? So you're going to have divine protection, okay? Divine CCTV on you at all times, right? Because then nobody going to get anything past this one here. Because you're a divine feminine, you've been sent down here on mission, you've got a job to do, right? So this is the thing with the Tower card. This is what I've always said. The Tower cards, what happens here is that you get a nudge. You're going to do that? You're going to sort that out? They're like, nah. Is he out here? It's full moon. Devil's in there here. Yeah, go on, go and do your job. Go and get me that. Go and get me that tasty divine soul. Right? They don't want to listen. And they're told, leave it alone. It's not for you. Find something else to go and do. Not this one. That's what these entities would have been told. We can't do that. We can't go there. Oh no, but if you try this and oh, but if you try that, and I've told you before, they've been going to third-party practitioners, other cults, other covens, other societies, other groups, other gangs to try and get the job done. It's not working. They've been told by other people, leave it alone. They've been told, don't touch that. I told you this earlier in the year. They got the memo. Changes are coming in swift and sudden. And they're not going to see it coming. Where did that come from? Then they're going to be looking for a way out. Right? But unfortunately, right? Unfortunately, their exit plans run off. They ain't getting out. They ain't. They were too busy, look, they were too busy out here performing magic spells that don't work, trying to get money. That's all they were trying to do. It was all about the money. It's all about abundance, stealing your power, your gifts, your life force, your happiness, your stability. But the magic's worn off. They ain't got no magic left. It's not working. Why? Because you're a child of God and you're fully grown. Earth angel out here with God-like energy. child of God. Stupid mugs. You went and sought enlightenment and found your own magic. And now you're a spiritual warrioress. Confident in yourself, confident in your power, right? So confident you don't need to be sat in a throne watching everything, because you know you're divinely protected. That's why you can get up and dance around. Look, you balanced yourself out, right? No cares in the world, because you're on the right path. This lot, however, are not. So, what are your intentions, Divine Soul Tribers? I know it's a little bit all over the place. I'm going to try and structure it a bit better, because I might do this like once a month. Right, exchange, trader. Look, trader, heart guardian. Exchange energy to create abundance. That was your intention, to get rid of the old, to let in the new. Right, see beyond the current situation. That is your challenge. I'm going to take that as your challenge. Love and let yourself be loved. That's your intention. That's the actions area. High Priestess. Harness mystic power. That's what you're doing. You're taking care of your needs. Let's get one other card. A message from Spirit. Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect, which you have done. Hermit, retreat and recharge. Because you've done what needed to be done to get you to where you are now, right? You've raised your vibration, you've released all the negative energy, you're opening yourself up to love, and you're loving yourself, right? Because you're doing all those things, you're harnessing your mystic powers, you're growing in your confidence, you are trying to see beyond your current situation. That's where you get stuck from time to time. That's why the advice from Spirit is take time to reflect. Alright? Because it's funny, isn't it? Because here's the thing, right? On their side, the challenge is wisdom, and on your side, the challenge is seeing beyond the current situation. They're not wise enough to know when to quit, and your challenge is to see beyond what's right in front of you right now. Right? Okay, so let's have a look and let's see what we've got here. Exchange energy to create. 10 of Swords. What did I say? Revelation protects from sadness, give revelations in dreams. You have been doing the work. You've been releasing all those burdens, all those addictions, all the things that kept you pinned down. You've been paying attention to your dreams, like I've been telling you to, because that's where you've been getting a lot of messages. But don't forget, that's where they've been sending those dark entities, those creatures, to come and get you in your dreams. You've been releasing all that negative energy to make way for good, positive, high vibrational energy to come on into your life, right? That's why the 10 of Swords, Luia, the marvelous God, right? Revelation. That's like, I think it's called the wheel. The wheel. Go and do some research on the angels, right? So you're releasing, because that's what the 10 of Swords is about. It's like releasing all that dark negative energy, moving away from addictions, bad habits, low vibrational people, places, things, so you can move forward. Like I said, trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Letting go of the old to let in the new, right? Heart Guardian, this is your intention. Love and let yourself be loved. Right? So you're opening your heart up to new experiences, right? You're loving yourself. 3 of Cups, celebrating. Love this. I can't pronounce these. IEIL. Right. The right hand of God. Fame and renown influences commerce, voyages and great discoveries. You've discovered yourself. That's why you love yourself now. Huh? You have. 44 on the clock. Love and let yourself be loved. You're getting ready to receive love as well as giving it to yourself, right? Knight of Cups. That's What did I just say? You're getting ready to receive love. Perception and revelation discovers hidden treasure. You're the hidden treasure. Reveals secrets of nature. The revealing God. Knight of Cups. I like that. I like it a lot. The Hanged Man. The only God. No, Gael. Desire for knowledge. Protects from liars, evil spells and bad spirits. I'll take that. 10 of Pentacles is underneath that. The Honourable God. Manadel. Inner and outer work helps one keep their job, protects against disasters. That's what you've been doing, right? Exchanging energy. The 10 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. They go together, wouldn't you say? Inner and outer work. But here we are. They go together, but... So that's 10-10. Harness mystic power. That's what you've been doing. Inner and outer work. Harnessing that mystical power. You have. You're the power. I keep telling you guys this. And it's like a lot of people, oh, where am I going to get that? It's in you. And that's why they keep sending these dark entities. That's why they're out in the woods. That's why they're doing sacrifices. That's why they're doing blood rituals. All kinds of disgusting things out in the woods. Every full moon. Every one of their flipping dates in that calendar. The 1st and the 3rd of the month. Every full moon. All the other flipping... I'm telling you. Because they want what's inside you. You are the magic. I'm telling you. Right. Your challenge. You can't see beyond the current situation. What's holding them back, Spirit? Holy Spirit. Nine of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. That came out in the reverse. God, King and Ruler. Okay. Prosperity, destruction of the enemy and deliverance from bondage. You still feel bound. What do you still feel bound to? 9 of Pentacles. Submission to higher order identifies traitors and destroys their plans. This is what I was talking to you guys about the other day. You're having trouble seeing certain people for who and what they really are. And that's why you're still bound to them. This is the thing. This is what I was picking up earlier. Well, excuse me. I've done a few readings recently, and the same sort of thing has come up, right? Codependency, but not in the way of like addictions, like drugs and stuff like that. It's how do I explain it? It's people in their lives, in your lives, not just you. This because this is your side of things. It's not an inability to see, because you can see. It's a unwillingness to believe that those are the people that have been holding you back. Those are the people that have been wishing bad on you. Those are the people that are preventing you from ascending, right? Submission to higher order. It's a challenge because you don't want to let go and identify the traitors. Destruction of the enemy and deliverance from bondage. You feel bound to these people, to certain situations. Some of you feel bound to your current job. Others of you feel bound to people in your lives. But you're not. They're just part of your training program. They are. You've got the knowledge. Take the time to reflect. Mirror Guardian. Take the time to reflect. The Hanged Man. Desire for knowledge protects from liars, evil spells and bad spirits. You need to see where they're coming from. And if you're still refusing to see that it's those people that are supposed to have your back, but they're the ones sticking the knives in. You are going to be bound. You aren't going to be able to submit to a higher order. God. Not completely, because if you're allowing yourself to be tied to these low vibrational energies, they're going to be able to send these spirits in. Because at the bottom of that deck when I picked it up was scrying, so they're waiting to see when there's a weak moment. Oh, look, they're feeling low. Get in there now. Don't let them. We all have off days, we all have bad moments, but then that's all they are, moments or days. Not a lifetime. Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. Deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. That's your strength of character. You've got to stand your ground and keep your defences up. If you have a bad moment, 50-55 on the clock, big changes are coming through, then it's just a bad moment. Huh? That's all it is. It's just a moment in time. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself, this is just a moment. It doesn't define me or the rest of my life. I don't know, you drop a drink on the floor, clean it up, keep it moving. You spill something down your top, clean it, get changed, keep it moving. Huh? You forget something, go back and pick it up. If not, replace it, whatever it is. Anything that happens is literally just a challenge. It's just another test for you to overcome. But most of these things are going to set you off into a low vibrational energy, right? Anybody, this is the thing. People are like, oh, if you keep encountering people that are constantly testing your patience, that is literally legions of demons being sent for you. And if you keep having nightmares, that's because they keep sending them in your dreams. I keep telling you this. Pay attention to your dreams. God who took evil. You can't make this up. You've got to stay strong now, Divine Soul Tribe. Longevity protects against infirmities. They're trying to make you sick. The Tower, Uriel. The fire of God. Disruption, warms of disasters, aids in transformation. Come on now, guys. You've got this. You've got this. Ace of Pentacles, and I'm going to stop. The adored God. Divine blessings drives away evil spirits, rules agricultural production. That's your abundance. That's your birthright. Abundance is your birthright. It is. They cannot knock you off your path. Try as they might. They can't. Why? Because you're an earth angel, child of God. You're a divine feminine or masculine, take it as it resonates. But I would say you're in your divine feminine energy because you're in the receptive energy right now. You're about to receive some blessings. You've got spiritual court watching you, right? They're all watching you. You've got divine ancestral protection on you at all times. So you can be free because you've done the work. They've run out of magic. Their tower has fallen before them. Everything that they're doing is about to be exposed. Along with this one here. They're bound to him, the devil. They are. They're not going to get you bound. They're not. You've raised your level of consciousness. You've raised your vibrational frequency. You took direction of your life. And the thing is, they were so blinded by because you took your spiritual path and you got the enlightenment that you sought. They were so blinded by their low vibrational 3D desires that they overlooked the fact that you was growing and evolving. They did. Let's get that good karma deck out. We love this deck. Right? They thought they could get you bound to dark entities, get you married off in the spirit realm to some dark creatures, succubus, incubus. But look how many of these cards out here, these angel cards, wards, like divine blessings, drives away evil spirits, yeah? Archangel Uriel, disruption, warns of disasters. Prosperity, destruction of the enemy and deliverance from bondage. Submission to higher order, let go and let God, right? Protects against infirmities. Liberation, deliverance from enemies both visible and invisible. Spiritual spouses. Revelation, protects from sadness, gives revelations in dreams. Show you who they are. Will, telling you. Desire from knowledge, protects from liars, evil spells and bad spirits. Succubus and incubus. Marine spirits as well. Fame and renown, influences, commerce, voyages and great discoveries. No, it doesn't matter. But most of those cards are about protection from evil. Revealing the evil. I told you that there with the moon card. What's done in the dark will come to the light. You've got your divine inheritance on its way. Divine blessings. Page of Wands. Expect a message. You see, you tapped into your creative side to discover who you are. You've released all the old things that held you back, that prevented you from tapping into that side of yourself. You harnessed your energies, you harnessed your powers and your magic, right? And you started to learn how to use them. You got creative and you found that there was a better way to be who you are. A better version of yourself, because you released all the things, the self-limiting beliefs that held you back. You took the time out to learn. You stabilized yourself. You became more abundant in knowledge and you unlocked your wisdoms. And now you're keen and eager to learn more so you can unlock more. Spiritual infant, right? And a studious infant. You're not an infant, but you know what I mean. You're new at this level that you're in now, right? You've ascended, but you're an infant at this level, right? So you're harnessing your powers, you're expanding your knowledge. You're learning to know yourself. Away from deceptive, manipulative creatures that endeavour to keep you in low vibrational energies. Because you can see them for who they are. The people that broke your heart, tried to get you to miss out on opportunities to collect your blessings from God. Tried to keep you stuck and confused and bound in an illusion. Thinking that you was never gonna ascend, that you was never gonna grow, that you was never gonna get these blessings, trying to keep you in mental instability, prevent you from learning what you needed to know. Seeing things for the way that they actually are. That's the Page of Swords. Learning how to get hold of your own thoughts. By trying to keep you confused in low vibrational energies, by keeping you upset, disappointed, heartbroken. Because that's what those spiritual spouses do. They drive any potential partners, any divine loving partners away. Six of Pentacles. Life is about to be balanced. Now you've come away from those low vibrational frequencies, those low vibrational energies and entities. How did you manage it? Because you learn how to balance your emotions. You learn how to listen to your intuition, and you're more balanced within yourself now. You're no longer living in that heartache, that disappointment, that always being let down. You're not. You stood your ground. You kept your defences up. You set your boundaries. You are no longer somebody to be trifled with. That's why you're about to get your 10 of Cups, despite what those creatures are out there trying to do. Your divine counterpart's still coming on in. All will soon be revealed. That's that moon card. Because you listened to your intuition, you went within, you faced your shadow side. You're not ashamed of yourself anymore. You don't feel guilty about who you are deep down inside. You honoured those particular parts of yourself and you released them. You accept yourself for who you truly are. No longer afraid of your own shadow. That's where that saying comes from. Oh, that one's afraid of their own shadow, they are. Well, it depends how dark your shadow side can be, doesn't it? But you're not. You know who you are. In the light and in the dark, you balanced yourself. You know. And you accept it. No longer guilty, no longer ashamed. You're on that chariot now, moving forward, going towards a success. No more instability and balance in your life. No more. Despite what those creatures are out there doing. Somebody more stable's coming into your life. You're going to have a lot of success in your career is what I'm seeing here. Because look, the Ace of Pentacles is there as well. And this is the King of Pentacles. You're going to have a counterpart that's equally matched to your level of stability. Right? Obviously we see the Emperor anyway. And the Empress is out here anyway. But you're going to have a lot of career opportunities. After facing a lot of burdens, you've released your burdens. You've put them down. Look. You've got the 10 of Swords there with the 10 of Pentacles. You've got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. You've got all the 10s. It's time now for things to come to an end. Right. Ten. Look. You literally cannot make it up. You literally can't make it up. The King and Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor and the Empress, and the World card. That is the end of all of that nonsense. The end. You literally can't make that up. You're going to have a happy, stable, abundant life in your divinity with your divine counterpart. You're going to build a legacy together. You're going to shine your beautiful divine light on the world. On the world. Because you healed from some horrific things. You've endured some horrific things. Some terrible times at the hands of these people. But you focused and you're taking action now towards your happy ever after, towards your stability, towards your abundance, towards your, happy, loving life, right? While these creatures face backfires, they're facing dark times is what they're facing. Judgment. While you're out here celebrating victories. Let's get a little bit kipper. And then I'm going to have to go. Right. 3 of Wands, full card, and the Knight of Coins. Right? So, yes, it's been slow moving, but you know what? Now you've taken a leap of faith and you've decided to start a new chapter in your life. No, a new book. This long-awaited ships are just coming on in now. They've been taking their time, but you're ready to step out of the comfort zone and move forward. You are. And they're out here feeling concerned. Because you took your power back. You reclaimed your innocence. Because it doesn't matter what they send your way, you're not having it. They can't do it. Because here's the thing, Divine Soul Tribers, you've balanced yourself. Masculine and feminine side, light and dark side. And now you've got a divine union on its way in. You have. Look. Despite the efforts of this creature out here. You've reclaimed your innocence, and that's where they're getting a message of concern. That's why they're getting a message of concern. They're like, what's this? How did that happen? They've done the work. You took your house back from these creatures. You've made it like Fort Knox, and now that's what's coming for them. That's the end of them and their nonsense. Why? Because you're on your journey and your courtship is just about to come and get you while they're in their courts. Honestly, they've done nothing. They've made it their full-time job to try and steal your life, to try and steal your energy, to try and sacrifice you. Right? But there's been a change in how things have gone down, and they've been getting the message. They know that you're the gift, and you're about to get more gifts. You are, while they face judgment and bad health. And they've been expecting it, because here's the thing, if they because they've done all this overtime, they've gone to other people to get this job done, right? Because look, they've got, I don't know if you can see that, right? There's this one here at the front, then there's this one there, and there's that one there. They've had multiple other people working on this for them, and it hasn't worked because you stepped onto your pathway and you received your gifts. You did. So your divine counterpart is thinking about you, the privileged lady, right? While they're out here doing overtime in the family room with this flipping mature woman who's been trying to work on your unexpected income, because you guys were doing the work. Some of you knew, most of you didn't know about the unexpected income. You didn't know you was going to get a multitude of gifts. You didn't know there was going to be boosted, amplified. Community. Just literally pick the deck up, community. This is the head of the community. Where is he? Look. And there's the other one. These are the two creatures. And there. And some of these, for some of you, look, I'm just picking the deck up. Thief. That's all they've been trying to do, is steal your light. And steal your counterpart's light. For some of you, your counterpart was in on it. For some of you, your karmic was in on it, right? For some of you, this could have been a third party's mother, father. This could have been a cult, coven, society, secret group, gang, whatever it was. Take it as it resonates, but they made it their full-time job to take you down. The divine feminines or masculines, take it as it resonates. Right? This has been ongoing for a very long time. And the thing is, it's got to the point now where whatever they was doing in the past has stopped working. I told you the magic's run out. That's why they were going to these other people. Right, these other practitioners, outsourcing the work, right? But they're done out here. That's the end of that situation, right? All the entities that they've been working with can't come and collect. They can't get to you. You're like Fort Knox now, so they're going back to them to collect. You're talking bad health. You're talking unalivement, right? Death magics have come out twice. I haven't gone through the whole deck, so anyway, I need to go because this has gone on for a while now. So please like and subscribe if any of this resonated with you. I know it was a little bit all over the place, but I had a message to get out there first, and I just went with it. Just went to see how it unfolded, right? So, up your protection, keep doing what you're doing, do your return to senders, do your spirit baths, rebuke any and all evil, dark and negative energies, you know, entities, intentions, attachments, whatever you can think of, right? Rebuke it, renounce it, get your divorces, make sure you keep living a good, clean life, stay off of the things that you know are going to attract those low vibrational energies, right? Because they're not going to stop trying to send them. Right, you're not going to stop defending yourself because you've got too much good stuff coming out here. You have. Right, you've emancipated yourself from any and all dark things. Yeah, well, this community literally is just waiting. They're waiting. That unalivement. It's a wrap. Enough's enough. Right, that's why this one's going back to collect that on them. They're dusty souls. He don't care. As long as he gets what he gets some dinner. But they've been upsetting these creatures because these creatures feel like they've been tricked. These entities. They feel like they've been tricked because the thing is, it might well have been somebody's initiation, right? They've been performing all... I think that's more about... Well, maybe somebody has been initiated recently. But they've... It's been ritualistic. And their main priority has been to siphon your life force, your energy. So they can steal your abundance, your happiness, your destiny. They can't have it. They can't. Right, Divine Soul Tribers. This is what you've got coming. Victory. Right? Because you've closed out your karmic cycles. You're fully in your divinity now. Right? King and Queen of Pentacles, the divine couple, right? Unbound from that clown, right? No longer confused or feeling like you've missed out on anything. No longer in regret, no longer in heartache, no longer surrounded by dark, negative, manipulative creatures. No longer feeling like you've got to juggle everything. No longer ashamed or feeling guilty about who you are. Fully on your way towards catching your blessings. Yes. You are. You've released any burdens and now you're going to get your happy ever after because you stood your ground and you balanced your life out, right? Emotionally, and you trust your intuition. You're learning something new. You're paying attention to what's going on around you. You're mentally stable. You're learning new things and you're taking control of your spiritual powers and you're taking action towards your new life. You are. You are. No more betrayals, no more feeling stuck, no more feeling like your life's been turned upside down. You've got nothing but divine blessings coming your way and evil spirits are being driven away from you because you're going to take the time to reflect any time you feel like you can't see beyond your current situation because you're releasing the past so you can let in love and continue to love yourself because you're harnessing your mystic powers. That's why. Okay, Divine Soul Tribers, hope you've enjoyed this message. Please comment down below, like and subscribe. Love to have you to the Divine Soul Tribe. So until next time, stay divine.